You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, woo, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators down. Woo!
You are watching the leaders in full immersion gaming, and this is the pregame show only on the NBL Network.
What is going on, everyone? Welcome to another edition of the NBL Live pregame show. That's brought to you each and every week by our graphic sponsor, Web3KS.com. They do a ton of graphics for our entire NBL network, including that overlay you see here on NBL Live, and they are super affordable. So if you or anyone you know needs graphics done for an affordable price, head over to Web3KS.com. They're the leaders in affordable graphic design. Thanks for hanging out with us, folks. I'm Oshu. I'm hanging with my man, Sonny Weaver, taking you up for this Week 6 action between the Washington Redskins and the Los Angeles Rams. Sonny, live on Twitch. Once again, if you're joining us on YouTube, go over to our Twitch. Give us a follow over there, twitch.tv/NBL Network. We got the Rams on back-to-back weeks, coming off a big win on NBL Live against the Philadelphia Eagles last week, but I think most would agree, Sonny, that this is a whole different test going up against the Washington Redskins.
Yeah, the Washington Redskins are not the Philadelphia Eagles, but one could argue that the Philadelphia Eagles are maybe better. I think they may have beat the Washington Redskins earlier this year.
That actually is true. That is fact here. Those are the fun facts you get here on the NBL Network. Eagles had their one victory this year was over these Redskins, and the Rams, they beat the Eagles. So mathematics would tell me that the Rams are better than the Redskins. That's just how math works, right, Sonny? You're the math expert.
Yeah, the transitive property. Obviously, Deca lost to the Rams. Deca beat the Redskins. Therefore, this game's already over, folks.
Thanks for joining us. We appreciate you tuning into NBL Live. Broadcast number 169, and we got a great game coming up. Before we get there, let's take a look at some things that are going around the network. And if you missed it last night, you got to go over and check it out. Again, all of our original programming, including the Commissioner Corners podcast, which was last night live on the network over on YouTube. All of our original programming over on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/Madden Bomber League. This was a great show. Got to catch a bit of it before we also put out our first episode of Grid Weekly on the Grid's YouTube channel. We got channels galore here on the NBL Network. Sonny, a great Commissioner Corners podcast. A lot of talk about Carson Wentz. A lot of talk about that NFC East. It's an episode that if you haven't checked it out live, you got to. But if you missed it last night for whatever reason, you got to go over to the YouTube channel and check it out.
Yeah, big debate about Carson Wentz and what his impact on that Chargers team will be. I suggest you go check that out because I don't think it's what a lot of people thought they were going to go with. So I definitely suggest you go listen to that. And then, of course, Crossfire is always a nice little way to end it.
Yeah, it's a really fun show. If you haven't ever checked it out live, you got to do it. It was a Wednesday this week. They tend to be Friday nights, but scheduling conflict this week. Moved it back a little earlier, but they're over on the YouTube channel. Again, all of our original programming staying on the YouTube at youtube.com/Madden Bomber League. It's where you can find Commissioner Corner, Highly Debatable, and the Building the Franchise episodes. That's all over on that YouTube channel. But NBL Live, streaming to both, so we appreciate everybody tuning in on Twitch and on YouTube. All right, we had our own Bleacher Report, NBL Bleacher Report, talk to owner Serpent of the Rams about their win coming up and what they're looking forward to in this game. Let's throw that quote up there. This was what they asked on what the Rams have to do to get a win on NBL Live. They said, quote, "We need to get Simeon focused, reading the defense and adjusting at the line. We want to get ahead fast and let Gurley work his magic and work the clock. We're planning on throwing in a lot of different looks on defense to throw off the Washington's offense." And I think what's interesting about this is we don't really have this happen too often, Sonny, where you have a team on NBL Live back-to-back weeks so close in succession. But the Rams come off a big win. Now they got to face off against the Redskins, and the Redskins have the best game tape they could have on the Rams because they just played on NBL Live. Is that an advantage for the Washington Redskins, or would you say the advantage is shifting towards the Rams because they just played under the bright lights of NBL Live? They know what to expect.
Well, it's going to come down to ownership. Did the Washington Redskins take good notes and scout this team? If they did, they'll notice some tendencies. I know I called them out in the game last week. Sorry, Porter, not going to give you free scouting advice here. But nonetheless, there were some tendencies that if you were watching, you could have keyed on. And so I think the advantage right now is Washington, as long as ownership there paid attention.
And let's take a look at those players to watch here for episode 169 of NBL Live. On the side of the Washington Redskins, you got Josh Doctson. These are the two main wide receivers right now for each team. Josh Doctson on one side, Tavon Austin on the other side. Doctson, 13 catches, 331 yards, and a touchdown on the season. Tavon Austin was really quiet all season, Sonny. And then against the Philadelphia Eagles, Tavon Austin had a huge game. I believe he had 5 of the first 6 catches from Trevor Siemian, and he really settled down the offense. I think what you could say about both of these guys, Sonny, is that they are the sure hands that the quarterbacks are going to go to if they need to just settle down and make a completion because of their sure-handedness.
And what was interesting, I noticed last week, they basically avoided Sammy Watkins in that first drive. I think they didn't go to him until the 4th or 5th pass. It was really the Tavon Austin show, and I don't know if that's some sort of pivot here to make Austin more of a focal point or what's going on there. But you could definitely tell the plan last week was to get Tavon Austin the ball.
And if you look at their receiving numbers, Tavon Austin, 18 catches on the year. Sammy Watkins, he's only got 5. They are clearly going to be focusing on Tavon Austin. That's something to know if you're the Washington Redskins to look out for. Josh Doctson, on the other hand, this is a balanced passing attack from Zach Belisari in this offense. Doctson, 13 catches. Wayne Whiteside, the young wide receiver, with 10. Jordan Reed with 11. And we've seen these Washington Redskins on NBL Live a lot, Sonny. And the duo of Doctson and Reed, it seems to cause problems because they're both matchup nightmares.
Well, they are, and one thing you got to know with Dotson is if he's out wide, there's a chance he's going deep, and the guy can catch some crazy, spectacular balls downfield. I know, I think it was the last time I watched him play, he pulled down a couple one-handers. So if you are LA, you're going to want to make sure you keep a guy over top of this guy because he's electric when he gets an open release down the field.
All right, we're about ready to send this one out to the game. We appreciate everybody tuning in. Get your predictions into the chat, both on YouTube and on Twitch. We'll read those throughout the first quarter. Sonny, who do you like in this game? Are the Los Angeles Rams going to come away with back-to-back victories on NBL Live, 2 wins in 3 days under the bright lights? Or the Washington Redskins and owner Porter? We've all talked about that Porter curse, the curse supposedly broken. Are they going to prove that that curse is broken tonight with a win over the Rams? Or are we going to be talking about possibly a reinvention of the Porter curse?
I think the Rams struggle to pass this week. You're not playing the Philadelphia Eagles here. The Washington Redskins got a little better defense. I really like the front seven. Obviously, Jonathan Allen, a big part of that. And so I think I'm going to lean Washington Redskins this time. So give me the Washington Redskins 21-10 over the LA Rams.
Okay, well, let's get out to the game. There's only one way to find out. It's to send it out to the stadium. We appreciate everybody tuning in to the NBL Live pregame show, but it's game time here. Coming up next is broadcast number 169 at NBL Live, and we got Week 6 action. It's the Washington Redskins and the Los Angeles Rams, and it's coming up right now here on NBL Live.
My name is Rex Dixon.
Craig Stein.
Clint from EA Sports.
You're watching NBL.
You're watching the NBL Network. And you're watching the MBLN Network.
Empty backfield for Atkins. He's been dropping back to pass here on 4th down. He's looking deep over the middle. He has a man. It's Brandon Cooks. Who catches it, makes a man miss.
Oh, that's
Woodard is
touchdown.
dropping back. He's got open over the middle. It's
Wow. That big playmaker
Look
ability
at
as
him
he
go.
finds him again.
Into the end zone. Another touchdown. And we are live. Week 6 action here in the Madden Bomber League. We've got the 2-2 Washington Redskins taking on the 2-2 Los Angeles Rams. NBL Live broadcast number 169. We appreciate each and every one of you tuning in over on YouTube and now on Twitch at twitch.tv/NBL Network. Give us a follow over there. Or give us a follow over on YouTube. Give us a subscribe at youtube.com/Madden Bomber League. I'm OSU. I'm hanging with my man, Sonny Weaver. Sonny, we just saw these Los Angeles Rams. We saw Trevor Siemian have a really nice game on NBL Live. We know this Redskins defense, it's a different animal. But did that performance against the Washington Redskins give you any additional confidence in Trevor Siemian leading in this Los Angeles Rams offense?
He looked good. I was a little worried. I don't know if the Eagles were really bringing enough heat early in that game. The second half, they definitely brought more pressure, and Siemian didn't look quite as good. So I'll be curious to see if the Redskins try to bring the pressure here early.
Now let's take a look at some of those predictions coming in the chat. On isolated, 28-21 Rams. Bananas, 31-17 Rams. I really hate Mark, 27-14 Rams. Pricey going the other way, 24-17 Redskins, as well as Hound picking the exact same score. So good echo there in the chat. First and 10. 2-day 10s, 2 wide receivers for Trevor Siemian, as he is under center on first down, and he's going to drop back to pass on first and 10. And on first down, we have our first splash play of the game. It's a sack for the Washington Redskins as Burgess got into the backfield. The Los Angeles Rams offensive line just couldn't contain the defensive line. More of a coverage sack there, Sonny, but a big play on first down.
Yeah, I attribute that one right there to Siemian. Siemian looking downfield. It was tough, but there was a dump off available. He started sliding to his left. The pocket was formed pretty well. He let Burgess get off that block by sliding left. He's got to step up into the pocket there.
Yeah, second and 19 now. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers for Trevor Siemian. 3 over to the right, 2 over to the left side. As on second and 19, Siemian surveying the defense. He's going to drop back to pass on second down. Looking. He looks over the middle of the field. That's intercepted right to Moreau. And a big play here for the Washington defense. They start out with a sack. They end up with an interception on the second play of the game. A disastrous start for the Los Angeles Rams offense.
And I'm not really sure what the read there was. The safety actually had good coverage over top. When he broke down on that ball, he really had beaten the wide receiver there by 2 or 3 yards.
Oh boy, if the Rams were looking to have some of that success they had against the Philadelphia Eagles, well, they haven't shown it early in this game. Sack, interception, great field position for the Redskins as dropping back to pass, looking. He has a man in the end zone. It's Whiteside, and 3 plays in. The Redskins score. And fun fact, they didn't get the kickoff. They got a big interception, and 1 play later, they're in the end zone as the Washington Redskins start out strong. They go up 7-0.
And really, it was just a bad play call for the LA Rams there. Cover 2, the inside slot receiver splits the safety. The safety doesn't follow along with him. He kind of bumps him there deep. I'm surprised they didn't call pass interference. But once he breaks off of that, he's running free downfield. The other safety couldn't get across to help. And just great play call there by Washington.
Yeah, and early adversity now for the Los Angeles Rams as they're in a 7-0 hole after getting the opening kickoff. Sack, interception, and touchdown for the Washington Redskins. A great start if you're a Skins fan. A great start if you're a fan of that Porter curse being gone. But if you're a Los Angeles Rams fan, disastrous beginning as we're still getting predictions into the chat. Emily Tourneau saying 21-17 Skins. We've also got Timbo from our own NBL Bleacher Report saying 2014 Rams. I think everybody who picked the Rams unisolated put it best in the chat. Can I change my pick? A rough start as on first and 10. Look at that. We got a little silver lining, all you guys who picked the Rams. Trevor Siemian found his own team on that play. Gets 9 yards, bringing up a 2nd and 1.
And so far, we have not seen Todd Gurley. Talk about the Rams. Really, they flow through Todd Gurley. And right now, they're getting a little too confident in Trevor Siemian. I'd like to see him maybe get this running game going here.
2nd and 1 for the Los Angeles Rams. I formation. Todd Gurley at the top of that I. 2 wide receivers out there for Siemian. As on 2nd and 1, it is a handoff to Gurley over the left side. Not a whole lot of room over there, but he's able to get enough to get the first down. 2 yards on the play. Gurley had a real nice game, especially the 4th quarter on NBL Live Broadcast 168. He's looking to repeat that performance today.
And Gurley's kind of what you call a volume runner. He's got to get going by getting multiple handoffs. So just giving him one handoff every 4 or 5 plays isn't going to work. You got to start feeding this guy. Let him get some momentum and see where we go.
Simeon under center, 2 tight ends out there on the right side of that formation for Trevor Simeon. As a wide receiver coming in motion. It's going to be a toss, but Todd Gurley cuts it upfield. He's got a lot of room on that right side, and he's trying to break away, but Allison with a big tackle. Oh, you'd love to see Todd Gurley make some sort of move, as when you have one man to beat, you're betting on Todd Gurley, but nonetheless, he gets 22 yards up to the 43-yard line.
And that's what I'm just talking about there. You see him take that toss, accelerates through the hole there. And at this point right now, I'm giving the ball to Todd Gurley until the Washington Redskins really stop him. You just got to keep feeding this guy.
Ballhawk7 now following us here on Twitch. Appreciate you, Ballhawk. Appreciate all of our followers and our subscribers over on YouTube. 1st and 10. Trevor Simeon under center. He's got Todd Gurley in the backfield. 2 wide receivers, 1 to each side. 7-0 Washington on top early. As it's going to be Simeon dropping back pass. Blitz coming from the left side. It's picked up beautifully. He's able to find Tavon Austin underneath for a big first down as he takes a hit at the 32-yard line. We're seeing a repeat of what we saw early in that game against the Philadelphia Eagles, Sonny. Tavon Austin being the one receiver that Trevor Simeon's counting on.
I would have liked to have seen Tavon Austin string that out a little bit further before trying to take that upfield. He kind of ran into the safety there. He had a corner if he gets towards the edge, and in worst case, he doesn't take that big hit. He's a smaller guy. I'd try to avoid some of those hits.
1st and 10 for the Los Angeles Rams. They're driving there on the 32-yard line. 3 wide receivers, 2 to the left, 1 over to the right. On 1st and 10, it's going to be a handoff, little counter play to Todd Gurley. Nice blocking up front, as he's going to get 7 yards on the play. Call it a long 6, bring up a 2nd and 4. I think it was interesting to hear what Serpent said to Bleacher Report, Sonny. They want to rely on that pass game early and use Todd Gurley as that shutdown back at the end. The problem is, if your quarterback's throwing interceptions like he did on the second play of the game, you may want to look to Gurley a little more.
Yeah, I think Gurley's got to be a focal point here. Don't get too excited about Trevor Simeon. There's a reason he's a lifetime backup.
2nd and 4 for Simeon and the Rams. Ball on the 25-yard line. Todd Gurley in the backfield on 2nd down. It's a play-action pass. Simeon rolling out to the right side, and he's looking to the right side on the corner route. And what a throw to who else but Tavon Austin down to the 1-yard line. Austin, though, slow to get up as he is down on the play. We'll get word on that injury when we can, but he's down to the 1-yard line. The problem here, Sonny, is so far Tavon Austin has been the only target that Trevor Simeon feels comfortable throwing to this entire season. Just look at the disparity in the number of receptions that he has compared to everyone else.
That could be a huge blow for LA here. Now, it's really important that they punch this one in. This should be Todd Gurley all the way.
I formation, big set, 2 tight ends to the right, 1 over to the left. Todd Gurley at the top of the I. You got to imagine Gurley's getting the ball here on 1st and goal. It is a handoff to Gurley, trying to find some room on the outside, and good early penetration by the Washington Redskins. They're able to bring him down for a 1-yard loss. So far, Sonny, we've seen this Washington Redskins defensive line really dominant up front. We saw the sack, we saw the hurry on the interception, and right now we're seeing them really bottle up Todd Gurley.
Well, I think if you're LA here, you've got to spread out the box a little bit. Give Gurley a little bit more room to throw here. Watch for the end around here.
2nd and goal, 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. Simeon, 3-step drop. He's going to try to throw it. He rolls out to the right side. Nobody open. Is he going to take off? Oh, Brennan, what pursuit! Oh, so smart, seeing that Simeon was looking to just duck it into the end zone, and Brennan brings him down for a loss of 2 on the play. It's a sack for the Redskins, and now the Rams facing a 3rd and goal. And this time, instead of being at the 1-yard line, they're backed up to the 4. 2 tight ends on the right side of that formation.
I would like to see a little run-pass option there. Throw the ball away.
Yeah, he was looking to run that one the entire way. Now 2 tight ends on the right side, 1 over to the left. As Simeon dropping back to pass on 3rd and goal, he looks to the flat. It is complete and then dropped. And the Rams, after having a really nice drive, Tavon Austin, who will not be coming back into the game. They're saying a lower back strain. They couldn't find the end zone, being 1 yard out, and if you're a Rams fan, you're saying, what in the Lord happened? Where did Todd Gurley go once they were down inside the 5-yard line?
And that is a overthinking by the LA Rams staff. What's interesting, there Simeon had 2 guys sitting in the end zone, a little sit route there right in front of his face. Instead, he read that flat the whole way into triple coverage, and just not good vision there by Trevor Simeon.
Simeon maybe locking in a little too much early in this game, as they'll still get points out of it, but Sonny, after a real nice drive, after being down to the 1 yard line, Tavon Austin goes out. They try to throw it twice as Joe Sheen now following here on Twitch. Appreciate the follow, Joe. Are you concerned considering Tavon Austin's not coming back into this game?
Well, I think the team's going to have to adapt. Obviously, Todd Gurley's your best player on offense at this point. You've got to find a way to get him the ball.
Whiteside coming in motion. Belisari back, hands it off to Samaje Perine, trying to find some room over the right side. He gets held up at the 29-yard line. 4-yard gain on the play. Didn't really get to talk about the Washington Redskins offense after that interception. They scored so quickly, but Zach Belisari at the helm and Samaje Perine taking the carries. This is an offense that can be explosive, Sonny, but they're sitting there at 2-2 with a couple of bad losses.
Yeah, and right there, Perine's got to have a little better vision. He runs right into his own blocker. But when you talk about the team and a couple losses, that's true. This is big for Washington. They need to come away with this if they want to stay in the hunt here for the NFC East.
2nd and 6, 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers for Belisari and the Redskins. It's going to be Lewis over the left side. Nothing doing there. Losing one on the play. Dion Lewis coming into the game to take that carry. Now a 3rd and 7. And I assume we're going to see Zach Belisari throwing the ball. Belisari was one of the young stars. He's now been in the league a couple seasons. Sonny, what do you like about this kid at the helm of the Washington Redskins?
Well, you know, it's not long ago that, like you said, he just got drafted. And the kid shows poise. He's been a starter for a couple years now, and I think he's really starting to get a grasp of this offense. He knows where to go with the ball.
3rd and 7, shotgun formation for Belisari and the Redskins. Looks like they're setting up a little slip screen to the outside. It is complete to Thompson, but boy, he waited a long time to throw that ball. Looked like the blocking out there was really good, and it just looked like Belisari waited too long. And by the time that the bad pass got out there, Thompson was bottled up, and then he loses 3 on the play, and Washington's going to be forced to punt this one away.
Just when I was talking about knowing where to go with the ball, he goes and does that. It's just late. You have to understand kind of in that screen position what you're doing, and it seemed like he was almost confused where to go with that ball.
I don't really know how you get confused on a slip screen. You're looking one place and one place only on that play, but apparently Zach Belisari baffled by the slip screen as Washington forced to punt this one away, and a nice opportunity here for LA to get back on the right side of the clock and get some points on this drive, hopefully a touchdown, but no Tavon Austin. He went out with a lower back strain after his 3rd catch already of the game. Now 1st and 10. It's quick throw to the outside. It's Sammy Watkins. Tries to spin away and instead gets blown up but holds on to the ball. It's a 1st down for the Rams as we've hit the end of the 1st quarter. 7-3 your score. Sammy Watkins, Sonny, a guy who's super talented. He just hasn't been getting a whole lot of looks from Trevor Siemian.
No, not really. And now if I'm LA, I'm going to put my best cornerback here on Sammy Watkins. I may even double team him a little bit. Because without Tavon Austin, I'm not sure this LA offense is really going to be very fluid. I think it's all going to flow through Sammy Watkins now.
Now 1st and 10, 2 tight ends on the right side of the formation, 1 over to the left, 1 wide receiver out there. That's Sammy Watkins split wide left. Todd Gurley in the backfield for Trevor Siemian and the Rams as Washington showing blitz from the left side. Siemian dropping back to pass on 1st and 10. He'll toss this one underneath. Nice juke move. He's got a lot of room on the outside. He's to the 25, to the 20, to the 15. He'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. Shake and bake down the field. Trevor Siemian taking what the defense could give him. Toss it underneath, and he lets Sammy Watkins go down the field and do what he does best, which is be explosive when the ball is in his hands.
And great play there by Fabian Morrow coming from across the field to make that tackle. That was basically a touchdown-saving tackle because Watkins had shaken everybody out of their shoes.
And now let's see what the Rams can do once again in the red zone as he's going to toss this out to the flat to Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley initiated that truck just a little too early, and he paid the price for it. No gain on the play. Going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
And here's the thing. You're getting cover 2 very often down here by this Washington defense. You've got to know that's happening, so we got to take advantage of that. Try to do some sort of a route that's going to hold that safety and maybe go deep across the middle.
Now a 2nd and goal from the 10-yard line as it's going to be pistol formation. Trevor Siemian with Todd Gurley in the backfield. He's got 2 wide receivers over to the right side, 1 over to the left. Looks like they're setting up a screen, and the Washington Redskins appeared completely prepared. And so far, man, yeah, Sonny, it's weird. There are a lot of teams that have this sort of philosophy, and you see it, and it sounds weird when it comes out of your mouth, but it seems like there are teams, and the Rams are one of them, that when they get in the red zone, they are actually would prefer to be 30 yards out than this close because they have no room to work, and they seem completely baffled as to what plays to call.
It does seem baffling down here. It's almost like the red zone, because that field gets so short, they don't know how to spread them out.
Well, now another 3rd and goal for the Rams. Another opportunity they don't want to let go by the wayside. Trevor Siemian in the pistol formation. 3 wide receivers out there, 2 over to the right, 1 over to the left. Todd Gurley in the backfield. Play clock down under 5. Quick drop here for Trevor Siemian, rolling to the right, rolling, looking, rolling. He's going to try to take off, and Allen's going to take him down from behind. So let's be clear, the Los Angeles Rams, they have gotten inside the 10-yard line twice, and they have gained a net negative 3 yards. Not very good from a team looking to win a game on NBL Live in back-to-back weeks as they set up for the field goal from the 9-yard line. It's up, it's good. They get points. They cut it to a 7-6 lead, but if you're Washington, I don't think you're that concerned about letting this Rams team get close to the end zone. They haven't proved they've been able to do anything.
And that's exactly it. Trevor Siemian running in the red zone is definitely not what I'm looking to do if I'm LA right now. They've tried that a couple times. That's just not working. Throw that one out the window.
As this kick is going to be taken back to just past the 25 to the 27-yard line. And Sonny, something I'm sure everybody in the chat is noticing, at the end of the day, they've had 6 plays inside the 10-yard line. Todd Gurley has gotten 1 carry, and they're trying to get creative by doing these underneath routes, doing these flat routes. But at some point, you got to think the Rams just got to line up and run the ball with Gurley.
Todd Gurley really is one of the elite backs in NBL. To not give him carries down in the red zone is kind of a head-scratcher here for this offense.
Well, right there, a nice pass down the field by Zach Belisari to the 44-yard line. Washington looking to drive as they are looking to extend their lead. Belisari's second drive out there. First drive was great. 1 play, 1 touchdown. Second drive, not quite so much. Trying to get that pass game going, but with guys like Josh Doctson out there and Jordan Reed, you know, the passing game is going to be one that the Los Angeles Rams are going to be looking for. We appreciate once again everybody tuning in to NBL Live broadcast number 169 over on YouTube and right here on Twitch as well. Twitch.tv/NBL Network. Give us a follow if you are over on the Twitch. Give us a subscribe on the YouTube. We appreciate all of our subscribers and followers here on the NBL Network. 1st and 10. Throw over the middle. It is Jordan Reed catching and spinning. First down. Washington Redskins as they're to the 38-yard line. Belisari 4 for 4 to start this game. And Jordan Reed already having an impact. A big tight end making a nice catch. They move into enemy territory.
Jordan Reed does a great job there running the post route. It clears out the middle of the field. And there he is wide open. Great read there by Belisari to find him.
Now 1st and 10 for the Redskins. They're already into just about field goal range. Belisari under center. He's going to drop back on 1st and 10. And he looks over to the left side and finds big Jordan Reed once again to the 33-yard line. Give him 5 yards on the play. And even with running backs like Samaje Perine, like Dion Lewis, Sonny, they're going to be a pass-first team. They trust Zach Belisari to make the right reads.
Well, and they're getting a little pass happy here. I know Washington still does like to be a run-heavy team. I'd like to see them get the running game going a little bit more here in this drive.
2nd and 5. Little counterplay for Perine, trying to find some room on the outside, on the left side. Nothing doing there. It's going to be a 3rd and 5 so far. The rushing attack, though, for the Washington Redskins not getting going. As the Los Angeles Rams put a lot of guys in the box. They're prepared to stop Samaje Perine and this Washington Redskins rushing attack. They want to make Zach Belisari beat him over the top. So far, Belisari's had a real nice game. 5 for 5 to start as he's in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers, 2 to the right, 1 over to the left. He'll drop back to pass on 3rd and 5. 4-man rush from the Los Angeles Rams. He's looking deep over the middle for Josh Doctson. That one's way overthrown, and it's picked off, and he's going to try to return this one. He's past the 10, up to the 20. Whiteside stops him up, and he's able to be taken down at the 18-yard line. But look, there's Zach Belisari trying to do a little too much. Played a little hero ball looking down the middle of the field for Josh Doctson. And that one overthrown and a big turnover for the Los Angeles Rams defense.
Not a good read by Belisari. You had 2 safeties high there. He tries to throw it over top of him. Instead, he wings it right past his wide receiver. Just bad throw there by Belisari.
Handoff to Gurley on 1st down. Nothing doing there as Jay Crowder went down on the play. It looks like he'll be okay to return to the game. Just some bruised ribs, nothing major on the play. They may hold him out, though, for precautionary reasons. They don't want to see Crowder get hurt. 7-6 your score right now. Sonny, this has been an ugly game so far. 2 teams that Bomber likes to talk about it. 2 teams that are struggling to find an identity here in the NBL.
A little bit of an issue, like we talked about. Where's Todd Gurley's running attack? I don't know. But we said he's a volume rusher, and here we go, just getting spot carries here and there.
Hey, interesting to see Todd Gurley getting carries on their own 16-yard line, not inside the red zone. As a quick pass on the hitch route to the outside is complete. Simeon 7 of 10 to start the game, 107 yards and 1 interception. Again, his favorite target, though, Tavon Austin out for the game with that lower back strain. He finds Robert Woods on the outside for a 6-yard gain. Now a big 3rd and 4. It looks like we're going to hit the 2-minute warning. Sonny, do you see anybody having an edge early in this game? It seemed like Washington was in great position to claim all that momentum and really run with it. And since that opening touchdown, Washington's been really stifled, and LA's been doing a little more offensively.
Well, I think Washington was driving well on that last drive. Just one errant throw kind of cost them what was a pretty good drive there. Now what you have to see is LA Rams offense has to overcome the loss of Tavon Austin. Sammy Watkins out there to the left would be a great place to start.
It's 3rd and 4. Simeon dropping back to pass on 3rd down. Oh, boy, Trevor Simeon had all sorts of people open underneath. Looked like Woods coming over from the right side, wide open underneath, but he put that one well wide. Lucky there wasn't anybody standing over there to take that one back. And so a 3-and-out off the interception, and we're going back to the Washington Redskins as Johnny Hecker punts this one away from his own 23-yard line. Grant going to be taking this just inside the 20. He's up past the 25, past the 30, and he'll be short of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now we get to see Zach Belisari and the Redskins come out. Minute 47 to go. They've got all 3 timeouts. Plenty of time, Sonny, to get down the field and get some points on the board.
Yeah, plenty of time here for Belisari. No need to take that deep shot right away. I'd work that 10 to 15-yard intermediate route area here to get started with this drive.
1st and 10 for the Washington Redskins. Ball on the 34-yard line. 3 wide receivers out there, 2 over to the right, 1 over to the left, 1 wide receiver wide right, as it's going to be Belisari dropping back to pass on 1st and 10. He'll find Broussard underneath. He'll get up to near the 1st down marker, 9 yards on the play. So far, Zach Belisari very comfortable working underneath with his receivers. We'll see if that softens up the defense for a deep route, as once again, 3 tight ends out there for Zach Belisari. Deion Lewis into the game at halfback, and on 2nd one, they're going to hand it off to Deion Lewis right at the middle. He's got a lot of room, shaking off a tackler, getting to the 44-yard line. The first run play to really go for anything. It's a big one as they move into enemy territory.
I don't know if you saw that, but half the LA Rams defensive line was on the ground. When the offensive line just explodes off the ball like that, of course you're going to get a big run.
Now 1st and 10 for the Washington Redskins, as they're at a minute 10 and counting in the first half. 2 tight ends on the right side of that formation. Zach Belisari dropping back to pass on 1st down. Blitz picked up. He throws it to the flat. Samaje Perine trucks over the defender. He's still running inside the 20-yard line. Samaje Perine showing off the muscle, making a man play on the outside and getting into the red zone.
Samaje Perine, if he can get it going on the ground, gets it going through the air, and you get him outside against those smaller cornerbacks, he can really do some damage.
Now a 1st and 10 for the Washington Redskins as they take their first timeout. Under a minute to go. Ball on the 17-yard line. As it looks like it's going to be another carry for Samaje Perine. Blocking up front. It's great. Perine all the way down to the 3-yard line. 14 yards on the play. And now Washington's going to hurry back to the line. Samaje Perine getting the last 2 touches and showing off here in Los Angeles. As it's a handoff to Perine over the left side. And look at him fight through the tackle and get into the end zone. Touchdown Redskins. Samaje Perine getting the touches and getting the end zone.
In those last 3 plays there, Samaje Perine touching the ball each time, 2 times on the ground, 1 time through the air. You're starting to see him get a little momentum going here. Expect a big second half here from Samaje Perine.
Wow, Samaje Perine completely bottled up in that first quarter, but here in the second, he takes control in those last 3 plays and gets Washington a touchdown to put them up 8. Now LA getting the ball back, 43 seconds to go. They have all 3 timeouts, Sonny. They're down 8, and fun fact, Washington's getting the ball to start the second half, so if you're LA, you've got to think they have to push it down the field.
You would think they have to push it downfield, but the problem is, once again, where's Tavon Austin? He's sitting on the bench. He can't help you, and so Sammy Watkins is great. Robert Woods isn't bad, but does Trevor Simeon have the confidence to throw downfield to these guys? That's what we're going to find out here.
Yeah, he's already thrown 1 interception. We've seen him inaccurate on other plays, including that 3rd down play on the last drive. Just straight up missed an underneath wide receiver for a 1st down. It's on 1st and 10. He's going to throw it to the outside. It is complete, but not a whole lot there. 3 yards on the play. Washington very content to let LA work underneath more, but at the end of the day, they got to get down the field and got down the field in a hurry. And Sonny, I'm afraid if you're a Rams fan, with Trevor Simeon being as wild as he is, He's going to try to take a shot down the field, and he's going to make it force a turnover. And at that point, Washington getting the ball back, they could certainly still have plenty of time to put more points on the board.
Yeah, it's possible. I think Trevor Siemian's a little shook right now. His slot crosser was open. He had to wait for him to pass through that zone rather than waiting. He chose to dump it off. He's got to get some confidence here.
2nd and 7. As it's going to be Trevor Siemian dropping back to pass on second down. Rush is coming. Oh, he got hit as he threw, and Brennan picks that one off. A lame duck out of the hands of Trevor Siemian, and a pick for Brennan, who's having a big defensive day for the Washington Redskins. And just as soon as I said it, as the Governor 23 now following, appreciate you following us here on Twitch. Washington 32 seconds, and great field position on the 36-yard line.
Not a good way to end the half. Now let's see if Washington capitalize here to punch this one in.
1st and 10 for the Redskins, as it's going to be Zach Belisari dropping back to pass. He looks over to the left side, has a man, it's Doxson. I don't think that's inbounds. Nope. He had the man, just recognized it a little late. Now a 2nd and 10 for the Washington Redskins. And if you're Trevor Siemian of the Los Angeles Rams, you better hope your coach has some sort of halftime talk, because he looks all over the place in the first half here on NBL Live Broadcast 169.
Going back to that last play, they were looking for it. Looked like Dotson out there to the left, but the tight end running the seam route there was wide open. I think that's a case of Belisari getting locked in. He needs to keep his vision open here.
2nd and 10 now for the Washington Redskins, as he's going to put Reed over on that left side, move Doxson alone on the right side. So 3 wide receivers over the left, 1 over to the right. Samaje Perine in the backfield with Zach Belisari. 27 seconds to go, play clock down under 6. Belisari taking the snap on 2nd and 10, looking, plenty of time, only a 4-man rush. He looks deep to the end zone for Josh Doxson, and a good defensive play. Boy, oh boy, Sonny Weaver, that one looked like it was going to turn the other way into an interception, but Josh Doxson turns on the burners and able to find a way to make a play on that ball, bringing up a 3rd and 10.
And again, Belisari missing the wide open receiver. Jordan Reed inside working that cross again, was open outside the numbers and had a long way to run.
14-6, Washington on top, 3rd and 10, as we got a flag on the play, and I think it was a movement on the defensive line. That's actually a big 5-yard, Sonny, because from the 36-yard line, you're looking at like a 53-yard field goal. Now you're under 50 yards. Those free 5 yards, it could be huge for the Washington Redskins, as now they only have to convert a 3rd and 5, and Zach Belisari once again breaking the huddle with 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. He's got Dion Lewis to his right here on 3rd down. 21 seconds to go here in the first half. As he changes up the play on 3rd and 5, he drops back to pass. Rush picked up beautifully. He finds Dion Lewis on his spin move. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 10-yard line. Washington takes the timeout down to the 8. Dion Lewis showing some agility. I don't know how necessary the spin move was, but it was a great route, and he's able to get inside the 10.
Well, we got to talk about right now. I don't know who number 89 is, but number 89, after that pass was caught, blocked 2 defenders downfield. Hit one, turned around, hit another, and that's really what sprung Lewis there. Good job, young man.
1st and goal now for the Washington Redskins. Zach Belisari dropping back to pass. He's going to look to the flat to Samaje Perine. He catches it at the 6. 1 timeout left for Washington. It looks like they may just try. Nope, they're just going to take the timeout. I'm surprised they didn't take that one earlier. They're going to take the field goal, take the points, and be safe. I'm surprised that he caught that with 8 seconds to go. Interesting that they didn't take the timeout right away, maybe take a shot into the end zone or and get one more attempt to get 6 points. Instead, they're just going to settle for the field goal.
Yeah, that was a bad play there by the coaching staff. If they take that a little bit earlier, they probably get 1 shot into the end zone before having to kick this field goal. Probably left 7 points on the field, or excuse me, 4 points instead of the 3 they ended up getting.
Grand champion now following as the kick is up is good. 17-6, your score here on NBL Live, broadcast number 169. Again, folks, we appreciate everybody tuning in, whether it's on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Madden Bomber League, or here on Twitch at twitch.tv/NBL Network. Again, if you are new to the network, first of all, welcome. We appreciate you showing us some love here on the NBL Network. It's a big hit taken. Washington's going to get the ball to start off the game. All of our original programming and all of our NBL Live archives are over on our YouTube channel. They will stay there, youtube.com/Madden Bomber League. You can check out all of the NBL Live broadcasts, our original programming, all that's staying on YouTube. We're just streaming to both places, so check us out on both. Give us a follow on both. We certainly appreciate it. Now, 1st and 10 for the Washington Redskins, as they had a nice first half, up 17-6 right now. And it's going to be 3 tight ends for Zach Belisari. It looks like it's Dion Lewis into the game. He'll take the toss to the right side and be taken down at the 22-yard line. Don't know who was hurt on that play. Something surprised to see Dion Lewis taking the carry. Samaje Perine was a beast in that second quarter, but it seems like Lewis has been on the field much more.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to mention that. Samaje Perine had that great drive there before the turnover. After the turnover, it makes sense. Dion Lewis, the better pass catcher, comes in. But starting the second half, you would expect to see a lot of Samaje Perine right now with the way he was running.
2nd and 9 for the Washington Redskins. Zach Belisari dropping back to pass. He looks over the middle of the field. Boy, it's intercepted, batted up in the air, and Los Angeles gets something that they needed. A huge turnover as that one looked overthrown from the beginning. It looked like they might get bailed out, but it pops up in the air, and it's picked off by the Rams. A huge play by Los Angeles, who's going to have great field position.
Yeah, it's unfortunate there because there were a couple open guys underneath, but Belisari, he gets a little too greedy, I should say, and tries to throw it downfield, and that's going to hurt here now as LA's got a chance to try to tie this thing up. Or, excuse me, bring it within 1 score.
Yeah, they can't get the points they need to tie it up, but they can certainly make
it's
a
that
big
special 11-point play.
It's what the Patriots are not playing today. There's no 11-point play. It looks like it's going to be Trevor Siemian.
What?
Sonny, your thoughts? I guess that was trying to throw it to Gurley. Well, not really sure where that was going.
So anyways, keep on moving. Here we go.
We'll just let that play never happen again. I hope as 2nd and 10 now for the Rams. Siemian toss play to Todd Gurley on the outside. The blocking is great. He's got a ton of room. He's to the 20. He's to the 10. He's trucking. Casper the Friendly goes. That one was about 3 seconds too early, but Gurley gets down to the 8-yard line. Try looking to the sidelines and looking at the coaching staff going, feed me the ball. It's my time to have the ball in my hands.
And now we're finally seeing a team willing to give the running back some carries, and look at that. It works out for them. Hopefully the Washington Redskins are taking notes.
Yeah, 1st and goal now for the Rams. They're inside the 10-yard line once again. So far, they've been really bad inside the 10-yard line as Trevor Siemian comes out under center. 2 wide receivers to each side. Todd Gurley in the backfield. Now he's going to split out the wide receivers. 3 wide, 2 to the left, 1 to the right, 1 tight end on the right side of that formation. That is Everett as Trevor Siemian changing up the play as he surveys the defense. They're going to throw it once again on 1st and goal. He throws to the flat. It is complete. And unbelievably, he gets into the end zone. The Washington Redskins look completely confused with all the switching at the line. It was a flat route that looked jump from the beginning, and it turns into 6 points for the Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah, the cornerback just gets a little bit too greedy there. Tries to jump the route, thinking pick 6. Misses the ball, and that ends up being a huge play for the LA Rams.
That was a lot of baffling plays on one drive. It really hurt here on NBL Live. 2-point conversion attempt. Try to cut it to 3. Trevor Siemian, play action pass. He rolls to the left. He floats it to the end zone, and a diving catch is good. Boy, I don't even know if he looked to see if he was open. I think he was going to lob that one no matter what. LA cuts it to a 3-point lead as the Washington Redskins look just about as confused as I am after that drive.
That one, yeah, Washington needs to figure this out because it is not going their way right now.
I feel like this goes back to like when you play a game like Call of Duty or Halo, you'd always rather play somebody who's good at the game than somebody who's unpredictable, because at least you know that their movements are logical. I felt like that entire drive was just a lot of confusion and a lot of random movements that admittedly got Washington very confused and got Los Angeles a touchdown.
Yeah, that not good. Not good.
They went with the hustle play. They're trying to hustle him with that throw, that first throw that Trevor Siemian threw into the back of his own player's helmet. They were like, look, I'm not very good, as the handoff is to Samaje Perine over the left side. He's going to get a first down as we have an injured player on the play. Perine getting the carry. Boy, Perine and Todd Gurley, they're trying to make a case for their offense to give them the ball. So far, neither offense seems content just running the ball with their star running backs.
They're just begging them to hand them the ball, and when they get it, good things do happen. But for some reason, these offensive coordinators just not interested in running the ball today.
1st and 10, I formation for Belisari and the Washington Redskins. It's going to be a handoff to Samaje Perine. Boy, nobody blocked on that right side for Samaje Perine. 6 carries, 38 yards, loss of 1 on the play. While we have a minute here in the third quarter, I want to give a big shout out to our graphics sponsor. That's web3ks.com. You see this new overlay here on NBL Live. That's a lot of credit to web3ks.com. They do a ton of graphics for us, so if you or anyone you know needs graphics done for an affordable price, head over to web3ks.com. Hit up our friend Albinus. They are the leaders in affordable graphic design. Play action pass for Zach Belisari. Boy, he's got a lot of time. He's going to roll out to the left side, looking downfield. He's going to take off and go out of bounds after a 4-yard gain. Sonny, I don't know if anything was open downfield. It looked like there might have been a receiver open on the left side, but we're getting word Jordan Reed not returning to the game. A hip pointer is the diagnosis, and that's a big loss for the Redskins offense because they relied on Jordan Reed early.
Big loss for the Redskins offense. I think what you saw there was Belisari being a little nervous to try to sling that one downfield.
3rd and 8 for Belisari. Driving back to pass. Blitz coming. Boy, it looked like right there, Zach Belisari looked Maxwell in the eyes and went, "You're taking me down because there's no way I'm getting rid of this ball." It's sack for the Los Angeles Rams, their first of the day. And all of a sudden, the Rams have a great opportunity to reclaim the lead here in the second half of NBL Live.
Poor job there of protection. You know, Maxwell came unblocked there. And really, that should have been on the halfback to cancel the route there, come across the formation, pick up the blitzing cornerback. Instead, he comes free, and really, Belisari had no shot.
Yeah, no shot whatsoever. The free blitzer on the left side blew up that one. Now the Rams offense gets to get back on the field after they had a nice drive off the interception, able to find the end zone and get the 2-point conversion to cut it to a 17-14 game. Here on NBL Live broadcast number 169, as it looks like it's going to be I formation, 2 tight ends on the right side, 1 wide receiver out there. It's Sammy Watkins on the left. Redskins showing a lot of players in the box. Let's see if Los Angeles decides to take a shot with Sammy Watkins on the outside. It's a play action pass. It's Simeon rolling and Simeon throwing to, I'm sure he had in mind somebody he was throwing to, but there was nobody where he threw it. It's an incomplete pass. Going to bring up a 2nd and 10.
That kind of split the difference between Sammy Watkins and the tight end. It looked like the tight end was running free. The safety couldn't keep up with him. And if Trevor Siemian can just set his feet there, he probably completes that for a big game.
Just an update, folks. We've got another NBL game going on right now. It's the Chargers and the Saints. They're just about at halftime, 13 seconds and counting. The Chargers up 14-6 over the New Orleans Saints. That's a big game in the NBLs. It's a toss play on 2nd and 10, and a great job by Wall getting around the outside to bring down Todd Gurley. It's a loss on the play of 4, and now a 3rd and long for the Rams offense.
And that was a case where Gurley just accelerates a little too quickly. Number 79 trying to get out there, can't get out there quite quick enough. He's got to slow down, let his blocker set up, and then make his cut.
3rd and 14 for the Los Angeles Rams. Shotgun formation, Trevor Siemian. Bunch formation, 3 to the right, 1 over to the left. Siemian dropping back to pass on 3rd and 14. Looks like they're setting up something. Siemian's going to take off and slide down at the 19-yard line. I don't really know what that play. It was a screen. Boy, Trevor Siemian looks completely confused as to how to run a screen. Both quarterbacks not running these screen plays very effectively. Siemian, though, looks completely baffled as to what he's supposed to do.
Nothing about that play really made sense. And then you had the old Trevor Siemian running, which we have seen that today a couple times, and that's a couple times too many, as he's not what you'd call an athletic quarterback.
Well, yet another opportunity for the Rams to make something happen with a chance to tie or take the lead. Instead, they punted the way to Washington. Now, Washington, great field position after that punt. They were up to the 48-yard line, 2:59 to go in this one. Washington up 17-14. A touchdown here would be huge as the Washington defense coming up big on that last drive with a little help from Trevor Siemian's wild arm and confusion by how screens work. As on 1st and 10, 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers for Zach Belisari. He's got, I believe that looks like Dion Lewis in the backfield. 1st and 10, 2 tight ends out there. Broussard on the left. Olsen. Greg Olsen may be relied on more in this game as he throws the post route to the left side. Josh Doxson with the catch to the 26-yard line. Doxson showing up here in the second half. A big catch. His first one of the day for 22.
Surprised we haven't seen much of Doxson so far this game. Kind of just been a strange offensive performance here for Washington.
1st and 10 for the Washington Redskins. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers out there. It looks like it's a quick out route to the left side to Josh Doxson. He tried for the spin move. I feel like that one was a little too creative. It seemed like Doxson, he's so quick, so explosive. If he just catches that one and turns it upfield, I think he has a chance to get to the end zone. It's a first down nonetheless at the 10-yard line.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think the spin move was a little exaggerated. Didn't need it. Probably could have fought upfield for a couple more yards. Not sure it was a touchdown, but it probably would have resulted for something maybe inside that 5.
Spongy to Champ in the chat saying need to hold him to 3. That's a big point. Great point there, Spongy. There, 3 points would be huge to hold the Redskins to. They've got a 1st and 10 on the 10-yard line. Zach Belisari, 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 over to the right. He's under center. Samaje Perine in at halfback, changing up the play. 2:02 and counting to go here in the 3rd quarter. Zach Belisari takes the snap. Rush is coming. Boy, oh boy, I don't know who missed their assignment. It appeared to be absolutely everybody on the inside as 3 Rams were in the backfield and bring down Zach Belisari for a sack at the 17-yard line.
And that was just a lot of pressure up the middle of the field. The line collapsed there. Belisari's got to get rid of that ball because they were just coming too quick.
And now 2nd and goal. This looks like the monster formation. As the Los Angeles Rams, they're prepared for this one. It's a handoff to Deion Lewis. Boy, that was a gimmick formation that was put in Madden 18, Sonny. And I remember everybody at the beginning of the cycle said, this is going to break the game. It is too easy to score. Yeah, that's just not true.
Yeah, not true at all. I told everybody not to freak out, and Sonny was right.
Sonny Weaver, the only person in the world who's saying that was not true. So credit to Sonny Weaver for speaking against the crowd. 3rd and goal, shotgun formation for Zach Belisari. Bunch 3 to the right, 1 over to the left, dropping back to pass on 3rd and goal. Looking, rolling. He's got a lot of time. Offensive line giving him a lot of time. He's waiting for somebody to come up and throws it back over the middle of the field. And Whiteside overthrows him. It's picked off by the Rams. Return to the 5-yard line. Maxwell with the pick. Oh, he had him open, but that throw across your body, Sonny, is so tough to make, and Washington gets no points out of this drive. The Rams get the stop they need.
Textbook rolling right, throwing left, and that's what happens. Horrible decision there by Belisari.
I'd like to point out all the haters of this game like to say that pass happens all the time. It's a perfect pass across the field. It's so easy to make. Yeah, no, it's not, as that one's incomplete on 1st down. Going to bring up a 2nd and 10. Shout out to the haters out there, by the way.
And where is Todd Gurley right now? Where's Todd Gurley?
He's there. He's right there, top of the eye, right there. You can see him. Will they give him the ball? We'll see. 2nd and 10. They do give him the ball, and Todd Gurley fights forward for some yards, but I think this one's coming back for a hold. It is, as Gurley had a nice run to the right side, and the offensive line, that's another penalty for the Los Angeles Rams, and they're in trouble pinned back at the 4-yard line.
Not a good look there for the Rams. They've got to figure something out here. If you're the Redskins, watch Sammy Watkins.
Trevor Siemian under center, 2 wide receivers, 1 to each side. Todd Gurley in the backfield. They're going to try to throw it again from his own end zone. Boy, that one wasn't close either. Boy, Trevor Siemian all over the place. Now a 3rd and 12, Sonny, and while they got a big stop on the Redskins, if I'm the Rams, I'm handing this one off and punting it away because this is looking too close to some sort of either interception or even a safety in the end zone.
Yeah, a turnover here could be deadly. So at this point, just give the ball to Todd Gurley. Live the fight another day.
3rd and 12. Only 1 down, or excuse me, it looks like 2 down defensive linemen on the right side for the Washington Redskins. So big hole up the middle if you hand it off, but nope, why not? Let's let Siemian throw it again. Let's let Siemian throw it right to a Washington receiver. Oh wait, no, he's not a receiver. He's on the defensive side of the ball. Lucky that wasn't intercepted. And now Los Angeles is going to punt this one away. Washington's going to have a great field position.
Great play there by Robert Woods playing defensive back, diving in front of the linebacker that was really the recipient of that ball and knocking it down. Just horrible read by Trevor Siemian.
Punt taken just shy of the 30. He's up to the 40, to the 45, past the 50. They'll have field position inside enemy territory. 23 seconds to go. Boy, it feels like in this game, Sonny, Washington should be up by a lot, but 2 red zone turnovers have killed them. And it's all on the arm of Zach Belisari because both turnovers were just straight up bad decisions by the young quarterback.
Really, the story of this game has been both these quarterbacks just making some bad decisions. And I think this one's going to come down to who makes the least bad decision here coming up in the 4th quarter.
Who is the leastest baddest here in the game? 1st and 10 for Zach Belisari. 3 tight ends over to the right side. As on 1st down, it's a play action pass, and Boy, Belisari didn't even have a chance there. He's easily just muscled his way into the backfield. Bring him down for an 8-yard loss. Going to bring up a 2nd and 18 as we near the end of the third quarter. Zach Belisari has been beat up in the backfield. This Rams defensive line is no joke.
No, the Rams get pressure, and we did see it a little bit in the last game. And so if I'm Washington here, I'm trying to run the ball with Samaje Perine to take some of the pressure here off of your quarterback.
Yeah, it seems like both teams just aren't aware that they have running backs as the handoff is to Perine, trying to find some room on the outside. Boy, Perine's got to cut that one upfield because if you keep heading to the sidelines, you're going to run into that cornerback. As we've reached the fourth quarter, folks, we've got a close ball game here on NBL Live. 17-14 your score with 6 minutes to go to settle this one. Washington facing a 3rd and long.
And this is not where you want to be with Zach Belisari, who's had troubles all day with overthrows. I'm starting to wonder if Tyrod Taylor may come in relief here in the fourth quarter and maybe try to calm this game down. He brings another dynamic with his running ability.
Update on the Chargers Saints game. Chargers up 24-6 in the middle of the third quarter. And they have broken this one open just a little bit. Is on 3rd and 17. It's a deep pass to the left side. Josh Doxson making a defensive play because that looks straight to the safety. It's an incomplete pass. It's going to bring up a 4th and 17. New Orleans, though, driving in this game. They're on the 29-yard line, needing a touchdown bad here in the third quarter. Washington and LA, boy, a lot of opportunities both ways to really take control of this game. Neither team seems to want to win this one.
Yeah, and that's, again, you got tunnel vision there by Belisari as the slant route working left to right, wide open there, beating his man. Got to find that guy.
Well, once again, another opportunity here for the Los Angeles Rams to make a big play. It's fourth quarter. It's crunch time. They need points on this drive. They need to settle down Trevor Siemian because he's been all over the place. Big formation as he's putting a tight end in motion. 2 on the right side, 1 over to the left. It's going to be a counterplay to Todd Gurley, who is met immediately in the hole. He had one guy to beat, just couldn't make the play. No gain. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 10.
Gurley's got to try to make someone miss there. The cornerback comes down, meets you in the hole, and you just stand there and take that. You're bigger than him. You're faster than him. Do something. James Bradbury is not that great of a tackler.
2nd and 10 for the Los Angeles Rams. Ball on the 22-yard line. Empty formation for Trevor Siemian. 3 over to the right, 2 over to the left. Watkins and Woods both on the left side. Watch for both of them. They are the reliable targets. As on 2nd and 10, Siemian rolling out. He's being chased from behind by Anderson. He'll get a yard on the play. Boy, this passing attack from the Los Angeles Rams, which looks so good against the Philadelphia Eagles, looks all over the place right now. And now they have to convert a 3rd and 9, because if you're the Washington Redskins, you're going to get the ball back with a stop, and I think it's going to be probably a whole lot of Samaje Perine from this point out. Washington looking to hang on. Los Angeles looking to get the first down. Shotgun formation. 2 over to the left side, 1 over to the right. Todd Gurley in at halfback. No deep safety right now for Washington, as it is Trevor Siemian dropping back to pass. Great blocking. He's rolling to the right side, looking, stepping up. He's going to try to run, and Barkevius Mingo absolutely obliterates him. He fumbles the ball, goes out of bounds at the 26-yard line. Boy, oh boy. If you have Trevor Siemian on your fantasy team, just drop that guy. It's not going well for you today.
Trevor Siemian right now has got some happy feet. He finds himself running, which he's not a runner, as we've seen. And the pocket is clean. Now, the clock's going off in his head, and he starts panicking, but the reality is that there's no pressure. Right there, his line knocked the defenders to the ground. He could have sat in that pocket for 3 or 4 more seconds. Instead, he freaks out, gets out to the right-hand side, and that's a problem.
Yeah, a real tough day for Trevor Siemian, as he has at times made some nice throws, but really a lot of time he's been all over the place. And rolling out a whole lot as the Washington Redskins get the ball back. An opportunity to put this one away. 17-14 your score. As we appreciate everybody tuning into NBL Live Broadcast 169 over on YouTube at youtube.com/Madden Bomber League, and here on Twitch at youtube.com/NBL Network. Hand off to Perine over the right side. He's got some room. He's got the first down and more to the 31-yard line. Samaje Perine looks over to the sidelines after that carry and goes, guys, I've been here all game. Why haven't I gotten the ball?
And that's what we've talked about the whole game. Whoever runs the ball best here in the fourth quarter, I think is going to win this one, because the quarterback play has just been atrocious.
First and 10 now for the Washington Redskins. I formation is going to be a handoff to Samaje Perine over the left side. And, boy, this offensive line is going to eat right now. Perine making all the right reads. 9 yards on the play. 4:21 and counting. If you're just joining us for the first time here on MBL Live, MBL rules state you can't kill the clock until under the 2-minute warning. So that's why you're not seeing any chew clock right now. But, boy, if Samaje Perine keeps running like this, this one's going to be out of reach in a hurry. Now 2nd and 1. For the Washington Redskins, Zach Belsari under center. Perine at the top of that I. On 2nd down, play action pass. Belsari rolling out to the right side. He's just going to chuck this one out of bounds. It looked like the defensive line of the Rams blew up that play early. And now Washington has a big 3rd and 1 to convert.
Trying to get too cute there. You got Samaje Perine, 2nd and 1, and you choose to roll out. I get trying to be unpredictable, but at some point, predictable is a good thing.
3rd and 1 for the Redskins. It's going to be handoff to Perine. Stretch play to the outside, but he doesn't get there. And LA is able to blow that one up after a 2nd and 1. The Redskins are going to be forced to punt this one back to the Rams, and you would like to see a little more control by this Washington Redskins offense. Instead, the door is, I wouldn't even say slightly open. It is fully ajar. It's just going to be on the arms of Trevor Siemian. And maybe Todd Gurley, if they realize Todd Gurley is still on the team. So this punt's taken up past the 25-yard line. Fighting forward, he'll go down to the 29, 3:40 to go. LA needing a drive and needing a drive badly.
Yeah, and at this point, it should be the Todd Gurley show. Trevor Siemian not showing very good pocket awareness at this point. I would try to spread the field, get Gurley in some kind of weak box situations. Try to let him win this for you.
Well, Trevor, as Detroit Lions NBL saying, Trevor terrific incoming. Yeah, Trevor Siemian, he has been unpredictable at best. Hard to watch at worst. 1st and 10. They come out in as big of a formation. No wide receivers out there. Todd Gurley in the backfield as Trevor Siemian under center, changing up the play as he surveys the Washington Redskins. It's going to be a toss play to the outside for Todd Gurley. Trying to get that edge. Nothing doing. 1 yard on the play. The blocking just wasn't there to seal the edge. Going to bring up a 2nd and 9. And that's just an example, though, of if you come out in a set like that, you know you're running the ball. There's no need to even worry about the pass play.
You just ran against the 10-man box. What is the offensive coordinator doing right now? You're basically signaling that we're going to run the ball, so all you got to do is sell out to stop Todd Gurley. Questionable play calling there.
Siemian under center, 3 tight ends to the right, 1 wide receiver out there. Siemian dropping back to pass, blitz coming up the middle. He tossed it underneath, and it's an incomplete pass. 9 for 20. Siemian, he has been bad here in the second half. I believe he has completed only 1 pass since halftime. That's how bad he has been, and now on a 3rd and 9, they need their quarterback to make a play, and so far, he just hasn't done it. 3:14 to go, 5 wide receivers. It's going to be a pass, folks, unless Trevor Siemian takes off on this play. He's got 2 wide receivers to each side. The tight end Everett standing up in the slot. 3rd and 9, dropping back to pass. Only a 3-man rush. He steps up, and he takes off. And if it weren't for that, as Siemian puts it on the ground, it's picked up by a wide receiver. Another fumble from Trevor Siemian. But they're still going to be 2 yards short. And if it weren't for one of the Washington Redskins linebackers going for the Sports Center hit stick, he would have been down much earlier than that. It just seems like Siemian's not even making reads right now.
No, and lucky Cooper Kupp comes in to save that, or else this game would have been over right there. Still surprised they punted it. Not sure if Washington plays this well. You're getting the ball back. Samaje Perine should be able to eat up this clock. 4th and 2, Todd Gurley territory. Instead, they choose to punt it. That one may come back to haunt them.
Well, now a 1st and 10 for the Redskins as they're going to get the ball on the 20-yard line. 2:45 to go in this game, folks. Washington looking to seal this one up as it is 17-14. Washington on top. I'm OSU. I'm hanging out with my man, Sonny Weaver. Broadcast 169. We'll also throw up that NBL Live schedule at the end of the broadcast so you guys can see the upcoming games here on NBL Live. 1st and 10 for the Washington Redskins. 1 tight end out there, 3 wide receivers, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. It's going to be handoff to Perine, who cuts it right up the middle. He'll go down to the 22-yard line, 2:40 and counting. 2 yards on the play. Going to bring up a 2nd and 8.
Yep, and this is, I think, what you're going to see a lot of. Samaje Perine not going to try to throw it. Be okay even going 3 and out here, because reality is LA has not shown the ability to threaten your defense here in the second half without Tavon Austin.
2nd and 8 for the Washington Redskins. 2 wide receivers over to the right, 1 over to the left. Greg Olsen on the right side of that formation, and Jordan Reed going out earlier in the game, folks. That's why you're not seeing him out there. Greg Olsen getting a whole lot of playing time, as it is Zach Belisari under center. He's moved both wide receivers over to the left side. Crowder alone on the right. As he's going to throw it here on 2nd and 8, and he finds Jake Crowder underneath. A real safe throw that gets him near the first down marker, and that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Boy, Sonny, this seems like it's the ball game. A 3rd and inches, best on best. You got to imagine Samaje Perine's getting the ball here, and they're going to trust their offensive line to make a play.
Yeah, and if you're LA, at this point, you pin your ears back, you send the whole team and see if you can't get a stop here. You've got cornerbacks on the outside, got to play a little man press here and get after it.
3rd and inches now. Boy, this is a big play. If you're looking for a play from your defense, LA, you need it here. 2 tight ends to the left side, 2 wide receivers over to the right. 3rd and inches. It's a handoff to Samaje Perine. Boy, he almost got blown up in the backfield, but the defensive line makes a play, and LA's going to get the ball back. Perine couldn't get the first down, but the offensive line did him absolutely no help, as the Redskins are going to be forced to punt this one away to the Rams. You may be thinking, boy, this is a dangerous time for the Washington Redskins defense, but so far, Trevor Siemian has done nothing for the Los Angeles Rams offense, and it seems like the Redskins defense has just been building confidence as the game has gone along.
And now we get Trevor Siemian, the man that we've been waiting for. Sammy Watkins,
as
very
Bomber
efficient.
said, Trevor terrific.
Trevor terrific. Here we go. And if I'm LA right now, you got to take a shot further downfield than 10 yards. You really haven't been able to do that here in the second half. That is going to be the key to this game.
1st and 10, 4 wide receivers out there, 3 over to the right, 1 over to the left. Todd Gurley in the backfield, Trevor Siemian in the shotgun, needing a play. They're going to hand it off to Todd Gurley. Boy, I mean, what else, Sonny, would you expect? It's 4th quarter. They need to score quickly. They have now decided to hand the ball to Todd Gurley.
Well, of course. I mean, that's obviously what we want to do, right, is just use them.
Siemian throws it underneath. Oh, boy, a big truck. He's able to get the first down at the 36-yard line. Minute 26 and counting for the Rams. They need to get into field goal range, as Everett making the big play. The young tight end shaking off the tackle on the left side.
That's an interesting call there. You're still working everything underneath. The clock is running, and so you've got to find a way to make some completions further than 5 and 8 yards downfield.
Shotgun formation for Trevor Siemian. 3 wide receivers, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Everett standing up in the slot on the right side. As Trevor Siemian doing what Trevor Siemian does best, overthrowing the running back in the flat. It's a 2nd and 10. And yeah, Sonny, great point. So far, Trevor Siemian has shown no propensity to push it downfield. It seems like if you're the Redskins, you're going to be pressing up on these wide receivers and forcing the receivers to make a play. As he comes out, 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. Todd Gurley in the backfield for Trevor Siemian under center, minute 6 and counting. As he drops back to pass, throws it underneath. It is incomplete, but I think they're going to get him for a face mask. They are, so even on an incomplete pass, a free 15 yards. And I think, Sonny, I could be wrong, but I think that 15-yard penalty is the longest play from scrimmage for the Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah, at least here in the second half, and that's a big mistake by Kendall Fuller. Got to be smarter than that, especially with an offense this inept.
Well, they're just outside of field goal range. They're finally into enemy territory here in the second half. Minute 3 to go. Ball on the 49-yard line. It is Trevor Siemian rolling out to the left side, looking, and, well, yeah. I don't have words anymore, so, Sonny, you do the talking.
Well, Sammy Watkins there, not really sure what he was doing as he's running towards Siemian. It's just a lot of bad things happening.
Bad things happening. That's pretty much the nickname of this Rams offense right now, is Trevor Siemian all over the place. 2nd and 10, 3 wide receivers, 2 to the left. Woods alone to the right side. Todd Gurley in the backfield to the right of Trevor Siemian. Siemian drops back to pass here on 2nd and 10. Looking, the blocking has been great. He's rolling out, though. He's going to take off. Look out for Barcavius Mingo. Already has 1 big hit on Siemian as he goes out of bounds at the 41-yard line. The 7th carry for Trevor Siemian. He has been rolling and running all day. But that's usually the case, Sonny, of the offensive line not protecting their quarterback. Siemian just is completely scared of staying in the pocket because the offensive line has actually done a really nice job.
Yeah, this Trevor Siemian out here, I'm not sure about him, man. He's got some happy feet in the pocket. He needs to stay in the pocket and make some plays rather than trying to roll out, because that just wasn't a good play there.
Great finish here on NBL Live. From here, folks, from the 41-yard line, that is a 58-yard field goal. We'll see what happens here on 3rd and 2. Can't take a sack if you're Trevor Siemian and the Rams offense. 3rd and 2, 3 wide receivers out there. And, oh, Lord, they're going to hand the ball to Todd Gurley. He doesn't get the first down to the 40-yard line. 4th and 1 from the 40, and LA is going to use a timeout. Sonny, it's a 57-yard field goal. Do you take a chance and kick it, or do you go and try to convert a 4th and 1?
I think you got converted. I'm not sure that they've got the leg to do it. I think you got to go here.
Let's see what they do. It looks like the offense is coming out on the field. 4th and 1. And they're going to have to get a yard. And something the Rams haven't really done a whole lot of is CTU08 now following here on Twitch. We appreciate all of our followers. Appreciate you, CTU08, for the follow. Appreciate all the support from everybody who watches the NBL Network. Boys and girls, it's man up time. 4th and 1, I formation. Todd Gurley at the top of that I. 2 wide receivers over to the left side. Washington's going to take a timeout. Sees what LA comes out in. They take the timeout. Do you have any faith? I love Todd Gurley. He's had a nice game when he's gotten the ball, but in short yardage situations, the Rams' offensive line hasn't been very good. Do you give the ball to Todd Gurley? Do you trust Trevor Siemian on a rollout, or, I don't know, do you just punt?
If I'm Washington, I come out and I put a 9-man front out here and basically put everybody up in the box. You stuff it for a Todd Gurley run, and really what you're stuffing it for is some sort of Trevor Siemian crosser or rollout pass, because the guy has not proven he can throw more than 10 yards downfield. I would not be concerned with that. They haven't beat you all game that way. Make them beat you.
4th and 1, I formation. We're back out here. This is a big play. 2 wide receivers over to the left side. 1 tight end out there. 4th and 1, it's a play action pass. Siemian's going to throw for it. Looks for the corner out and overthrows him. And that's going to be your game. They got cute. Boy, looked like the run play would have been wide open. Instead, they trust Trevor Siemian to throw it, and Siemian can't do it. And Washington's going to escape with a win in this one.
Ironically enough there, I feel like Trevor Siemian could have rolled to the left and picked that up and gotten the first down. Yeah, it's just me.
I mean, Washington's going to move to 3 and 2. Do you feel at all good about this win? I mean, you're playing a team with Trevor Siemian who completed well under 50% of his passes, and you still only won by 3.
I mean, a win's a win, I guess, but I'm not feeling supremely comfortable about this. I would say I'm a little bit nervous, but, hey, I'll take them where I can get them.
Going to be your game, folks. They kneel this one out. We've got a special treat for you right now. I think we have some bonus coverage as the Redskins are going to come away with that 17-14 victory over the Los Angeles Rams. I think we're going to throw it to the Chargers-Saints game. It's a 27-13 game right now in New Orleans. New Orleans has the ball. Let's see what we got. Let's throw it over for some NBL Network bonus coverage as we've got this game on. Ross Bonham rolling out, trying to find some room, and just gets rid of it. Looked like he was going to be taken down for a sack. Instead, he doesn't. This is a matchup between 2 of the top teams right now. Chargers undefeated. The Saints only 1 loss on the day. 27-13 your score right now. Sonny, this is a great matchup. We will have our NBL Live player of the game after our bonus coverage here on the NBL Network.
It is a great matchup, and I think what you have here are 2 good young quarterbacks here in Wentz and Bonham. Bonham obviously losing right now. Got to have to lead his team back here, but definitely capable of doing that.
Yep, 3rd and 5 now for the New Orleans Saints, led by the young quarterback Ross Bonham. Saints, the top of the NFC South. They're having a fantastic season so far. Only 1 loss on the year. The Chargers at the top of the AFC West, undefeated so far. Shotgun formation for Bonham and the New Orleans Saints. 3 wide receivers out there. Bonham dropping back to pass here on 3rd and 5. Scorpion 54-24 with a follow. Deep pass down the field. It's Michael Thomas with a catch at the 27-yard line. 12 of 19 for 238 so far for Bonham. And a big one there as New Orleans tries to stay in this game as we're nearing the 4-minute mark in the 4th quarter.
Big catch there to hang onto the ball by former Ohio State Buckeye Michael Thomas.
Shout out to the Buckeyes. First
OH.
IO. Shotgun formation, Bonham. Quick 3-step drop here on 1st and 10. The rush is coming. And down goes Bonham, taking the sack. And that's the one thing you can't do there. Man coverage, you're running slants. That seems like a perfect play. But Bonham maybe locked in on one receiver who got jammed up at the line.
That is unfortunate as that pressure came right up the middle. That's not a position you want to be here. And as the clock is ticking now, to 2nd and 20, this is going to be a big down and distance for him.
Again, folks, bonus coverage here of the Chargers and Saints after the Redskins come away with a 3-point win on NBL Live. NBA 2K Play 2980 with the follow. Appreciate the follow. As Bonham's taking another sack. He goes down, takes the big hit, and now New Orleans in a whole heap of trouble. A 3rd and 29 as the Chargers defense pinning their ears back and able to get to the quarterback.
And right there, Bonham's dropping too deep past his tackles. The pocket is formed. He needs to step up. He keeps drifting backwards, and that's causing a lot of his issues.
Boy, now a 3rd and 29. 3 wide receivers over to the left side, 1 over to the right. Play action pass like they were going to run that one. Bonham dropping back. He's trying to throw that deep out route to Blair, and that was read the entire way. It's picked off by the Chargers. He's got a lot of room. Bonham the last man to beat, and he at least holds him up for a second, able to take him down. As Hayward with the pick, and they were looking for the deep out route on the left side, Sonny, and that one was read the entire way. The Saints, boy, their chance to win might be over.
Yeah, that's not a good way to try to get yourself back in this game. You had plenty of time there. Can't pick up 3rd and 29 all at once. Got to pick it up in 2 downs. Instead, they try to take it all.
1st and 10. It's a handoff to Melvin Gordon up the middle. Nothing doing there. Maybe 2 on the play. Gordon, what a game he's having so far. 14 carries, 167, and 2 touchdowns. Gordon, one of the top running backs here in the NBL. As Matt Como now following here on Twitch. Appreciate the follow. And again, folks, head over to the YouTube channel. Check out what we got over there. We have all of the NBL Live game archives. That's right. If you see our NBL Live games here, they get posted over on YouTube. You can check them out from earlier in the season. Our Super Bowls, our rookie drafts, plus all of our original coverage. We've got Building the Franchise episodes. We have our highly debatable live debate show and our Commissioner Corners podcast. That's all over on YouTube, youtube.com/Madden Bomber League. Give us a follow here on Twitch, twitch.tv/NBL Network. We'll have all of our NBL Live games here on Twitch and YouTube moving forward. 2nd and 8, handoff to Melvin Gordon. Look at him fight through and get to the 26-yard line. Just shy of the 1st down. Now a 3rd and inches. This Chargers team, Sonny, this is a great team. They play in a tough division, and with Melvin Gordon and now Carson Wentz out in L.A., this team is one to be reckoned with and maybe looking towards the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah, and right now I think Melvin Gordon is firmly planted his flag in the conversation for early season MVP. The guy has been amazing, as that's basically a game stopper there by Kenny Vaccaro, getting that face mask there on 3rd down.
Yeah, getting a little too eager with the hands there, as that one may have just done this one for the Los Angeles Chargers. The Saints, they're having a nice season. 1 loss, looking at their 2nd loss here, atop of that NFC South. The divisions right now in the NBL, Sonny, they're all sorts of mess. We've talked about it on NBL Live. We talked about it on Highly Debatable. A lot of parity right now as the toss play to the outside as is taken down at the 19-yard line. Muhammad with the carry. Right now in the South, the Saints will drop to 4 and 2, but the Buccaneers, Panthers, and Falcons all at 2 and 4, and that's sort of indicative of what's going on around the NBL. A lot of the teams at the bottom have come up and won some big games early in the season.
Yeah, maybe no bigger than the San Francisco 49ers knocking off the Panthers this week, moving to 5-0, a perennial top 5 team in the draft, finding their way to the top of the NFC.
Well, this is going to be a touchdown for the Chargers. You knew a run was coming, and Muhammad hit the hole and got into the end zone. The Chargers going up 33-13 in this one. We'll take you to the end of this game, folks. We'll close this one out. Then we'll have our NBL Live player of the game selection for broadcast 169 for that Redskins game. Redskins and Rams will have that selection. We'll throw up that NBL Live schedule as well, so you guys can see the games that are coming up here on Twitch and on YouTube. Chargers now up 34-13. Sonny, the interesting part about this Chargers team, last season, they had Melvin Gordon, of course, lots of injuries, and big one, they didn't really have a quarterback between Jake Cutler and Cardale Jones. They go out in the offseason, they sign Carson Wentz, and that seems to have stabilized everything. They don't need a big quarterback to put up 300 yards a game with Melvin Gordon running the ball, but boy, having a guy as talented as Wentz under center, that's huge for this Chargers team.
Well, I'm not so sure about that. If you watched the Commissioner Corners podcast last night, they did a good job of breaking that down.
Hey, Michael Thomas. Oh, he just overthrew Thomas on the outside. Carry on, sir.
That's a problem. But anyways, Carson Wentz, what is he? I'm not going to play spoiler for you guys. Go check out the Commissioner Corner podcast. But they had some good comments there about what Wentz means to this team now and then maybe into the playoffs.
Yeah, you can check out the Commissioner Corners podcast on our YouTube, youtube.com/Madden Bonham League. 2nd and 10 for the Saints, looking to make this one maybe a little more respectable as Bonham dropping back in the pocket. Rolling out, looks over the middle of the field. He finds Woods, makes a tough catch at the 49-yard line. Boy, that was a big play from Woods as his first catch of the day goes for 31. An injury on the play, didn't see who that one. Assume it's a Charger because that's sort of how the Chargers have been, Sonny. They have been injured left and right both last season and this.
I think the Chargers are wishing that New Orleans would just kneel this game out, not because they're risking losing. They're just risking losing more of their players.
Bonham dropping back to pass on 1st and 10, dropping back, takes a big hit as he throws. This Chargers defense is no joke, as it is Ingram with a dislocated shoulder. I don't know if they'll take him out for any games. It may, but boy, even in garbage time, the Chargers still find a way to get injured.
Yeah, that is just the story of this franchise. They tend to be snake bitten, and here they go again.
Yeah, real tough one. As we will just go. Let's just go right to the player of the game. We appreciate the Chargers and the Saints. And that one is pretty much sewn up, so we'll just go straight to our NBL Live player of the game selection here for broadcast number 169. Sonny, this is a tough one to pick from because. Well, there wasn't really a standout performance. We didn't really see anybody have a great game. Samaje Perine had some nice moments for the Redskins. Any thoughts on who you would select as the NBL Live player of the game?
Oh, no. The middle linebacker. I can't think of his name right now.
Boy, Sonny, always on top of your things, aren't you?
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Melbourne, something like that. Get a name check.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Let me get a name check. Porter, what's your middle linebacker's name?
You're the best. Well, I would like to
Brennan, Willis Brennan.
Yeah, let's go with he goes with Melbourne. I'm looking at their middle linebackers. We got Zach Brown, Willis Brennan, Kamale Correa, and Dylan Cole. None of those anywhere near Melbourne.
Never mind. Willis Brennan. We're going with that guy.
It's starting with that rousing support of our NBL Live player of the game. Willis Brennan, yeah, he had a real nice game. That big interception. The Redskins defense, they found a way. I mean, Trevor Siemian wasn't good, but they made him uncomfortable all day.
Yeah, Trevor Siemian just looked uncomfortable playing football today.
As Brennan will be your selection for the NBL Live player of the game for broadcast 169, folks. If you want to check out all of our player of the game archive, head over to our website. That is 365.maddenbomberleague.com. You can find our archives all the way back to broadcast number 1. It's a great look back at NBL history. You can also find out how to join the NBL if you're interested in joining the ranks of the Madden Bomber League. Before we get out of here, check out that one more time, that NBL Live schedule. No game next week, folks. We'll come back week 8. Sonny, this is a game you should be very interested in. Week 8, it's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. 2 AFC South teams going at it in Week 8. A lot of trash talk. I believe owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars, Unisolated, has called owner of the Colts tout his son because the Jaguars have been the father figure. The Jaguars came out with a couple big wins last season over the Colts. But I know this season the Colts are looking to get a little revenge, especially under the bright lights of NBL Live.
Yeah, as far as the interest, I think both teams are, well, not very good. But, against another not very good team, it should be a very competitive and enjoyable game to watch. I personally am rooting for the refs in this one and hoping both of them get disqualified.
Yeah, hoping like the field falls out and nobody's left. Again, that'll be on NBL Live Week 8. No game Week 7, so the weekend should be clear. But if you want to find out our game times, they're announced on our Twitter at Bomber League. We announce all of our game times there, or just hit that subscribe, hit that follow button. You'll know each and every time we go live. But that's going to do it for us tonight, folks. We appreciate you tuning in to our NBL Live broadcast 169. Saw a great game between the Redskins and some Rams, and got to see a little bonus coverage, something we're going to keep doing here on the NBL Network. For my co-host, Sonny Weaver, I'm OSU. Your final score, once again, the Redskins squeak out with a 17-14 victory over the Los Angeles Rams. We'll see you for some Week 8 action, Jaguars and Colts, right here on NBL Live.